Hey friends, in this 15-minute yoga warm-up we're going to do some spiraling motions as well as warm up our hips a little bit. So let's get up on all fours. And just spread out your hands nice and wide and maybe do a couple of circles just to get used to touching the ground, spreading out your hand. And let's do a little flow that looks like this. Move your hips back over your heels and then return back up to all fours. You can go all the way down to a child's pose. Maybe you can even touch the ground with your head. And begin to move with an exhale as you lean back down into child's pose. And inhale your way up to all fours. Keep moving like this, and every time you visit all fours, find that stretch of your wrists, grounding your fingertips. Listen to the sound of your breath. Inviting in a patient quality of moving to that sound. Tuck under your toes. Next time you're in all fours, we'll add a downward facing dog to the sequence. Just visiting that position, ground your knees once again, return to child's pose. 4 more times, we'll lift up through all fours, straighten out your legs until you feel a stretch, and return back down to all fours. 2 more times. Gently lifting up, sticking out your butt, pointing those sit bones up. Okay, stay in all fours. Reach your left arm forward so the thumb is pointing up. Draw your shoulder blade back and down. Holding your position and being curious about what has to move to make this happen. See how little you can move. Reach your right arm, right leg back and up. Into this diagonal lift. Let even your gaze be very quiet as you draw your navel in. Breathe into the side of your ribs. Okay, ground your left elbow like this. Bend your right knee, kind of like a position when the dog is peeing. And from here, let's make big circles with our right knee. Being on the elbow, we're tilted a little bit. This gives extra range of motion to really explore the biggest circle you can make with that knee. How high can you lift it? How far can you draw the knee towards your armpit? And let's go the other way. 5 big circles. So this is hip stability that we're training. Let's try another one. Keep the knee out to the side directly and then kick 5 times, straightening your leg and bending it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and last one, 5. Lift your foot forward to your right foot and let's sit up in a lunge. And here, if you're on a wooden floor like me, use a pillow to make yourself nice and comfortable. No need to think about that knee too much. And sit up tall. Tuck under your toe if you're into a more strong feeling, or point your feet if you're into a little bit more letting go into a stretch. I'm gonna tuck under my toes and sit here proudly in Anjaneyasana, lunge position with the back knee grounded. Look for a stretch on the front of your body. And let's try and do a little flow with the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round your spine. Try and lengthen your low back. Draw everything in. Inhale, arch, let go, sink the hip. Exhale, tense your abs. Strongly push away with your hands. Couple more times like this. finding your breath, exhaling as you draw in that navel. So you'll probably experience that the exhale and the drawing the navel in, it turns on the stretch on the front of the hip. Okay, ground your left hand on the line of your right foot. Reach up your right arm. We'll do a big circle now with the arm. Reach it back towards your left pocket behind you. You can look directly back along your yoga mat as well. Now reach the arm all the way up in a huge circle to the front and then under yourself back to the left pocket. And now you can look to the left. Inhale all the way back. Look to your right. Back over your right shoulder. Touching your left pocket. Continue doing this motion now, looking for that spiral, and let the hand, as it makes this 360-degree circle, let it pull your body, let it pull your spine into these different twists to the left and the right. I'll give you time to do maybe 3 more. Remember, you can do your own tempo. You don't have to follow me exactly on this video. Okay, ground both hands, take your knees back on a line and just take a moment to stretch here in Anahatasana, a heart opening stretch. Letting your head, your chin, your chest melt towards the ground with every inhale. Make sure your hip is actually over your knees. Take another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And return to all fours. Just moving the pillow, reach your right arm forward now. Lengthen your neck, feel that air around your ears. Reach your left foot back. Take 5 deep breaths in this diagonal lift. Be very quiet, maybe even relax your eyes so they don't move. Turning on a little bit of that self-discipline, that quality of controlling the desire to move, staying right where you are, lengthening into the posture. Reach your right elbow to the ground, and I'm turning my back to you. Bend your left knee and circles. So the circle I would like you to do is more slow and really controlled, like you're pushing your knee all around or pulling it, controlling the range of motion. You don't want to just swing your knee around and look for a burn. I want you to actually try and figure out what is the limit of my hip joint here as you move in the circle. Maybe it's time to go the other way. Slow, controlled, and delicious. Figure out how to place your knee directly out to the side and bend and straight the leg a couple of times, maybe 5 times. And 2. And 3. Push the knees apart. And 4. And 5. Step to the front. Pillow trick under the knee. Anjaneyasana. Once you've found your hands on your knee, let's get into the posture, moving the spine a little bit. It's not a very big motion, but it's a letting go of the front of your body, relaxing in a little bit of an arch. Exhaling, drawing the stomach in, pushing the hands away. Build your awareness around the effect or the connection between how you place your spine and what you're experiencing around your hip area. Very good. Reach your right arm to the mat, reach up your left. Reach behind you, look to your left. Begin to draw the circles we did before, all the way under, in between your hand and foot. Getting to that right pocket. And that's where I'm looking to go as I inhale, reaching my arm all the way around. Spiraling. So you just want to look for an experience of a spiral. You don't have to hurry at all. See if you can just follow the hand. Let the whole body organize itself spontaneously to allow the arm to do this big, magnificent motion, pulling yourself into twisting right and left. Around 3 more times. Just take your own time. Ground both your hands, the front of the mat. I'm going to take away my pillow. Tuck under the toes. Let's do a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, attempt to reach your heels towards the ground. Doesn't matter if your knees are a little bit bent. You're looking to reach the heels down, and if you feel a stretch on the back of your thigh, as you shoot your hip bones, your sit bones up towards the sky, then you're doing it right. Grab the floor with your fingertips. Look to your hands and step forward. Arrive in a forward fold, release as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your knees bent if you cannot reach the floor otherwise. Move your spine up and down like this a couple more times. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling all the way down. Releasing 2 more times. And last time. Inhale, reach all the way to the sky. Exhale down your arms. And we're ready for the rest of our yoga practice. Thank you for joining.